Hey guys, it's Rachel. I hope you are all doing swimmingly today. And today I wanted to touch on a topic I get talked to a lot from either other ostomates or other people, normal poopers, as I call them, um, who ask me questions about my ability to lift things or my physical capabilities, stuff like that. I think that's probably a question we all get a lot. And I work in the garden department at Home Depot, and it's a lot of lifting. It's a lot more than I had anticipated. Um, I love it though. It makes me feel really productive when I can be able to lift things. And I started at Home Depot in July, and I took a month off for the wedding, and then I was back in November or October, beginning of November. Anyway, I really enjoy lifting. So when I started the job, I was like, okay, I want to find out what I can do because I had a gym membership. But like a lot of us in the world, I used it about twice, and then I was like, I don't really want to because it's just a bunch of other sweaty human beings that are just staring at you, and it makes me feel really uncomfortable to go to a gym where there's a bunch of guys, mainly dominated by males, that make me feel very uncomfortable, and I get comments like, why are you here? You're perfectly fine, just judging by my exterior, which is really frustrating. So I really took advantage of the job because I can get stronger and get arms again because when I had my surgeries, all of my muscle went away. I mean, I had abs. Oh my gosh, I built up so much muscle from cross country that was just like, it was so sad to kiss it goodbye. So I'm really excited to be building it back up, but it wasn't an easy process to start because I was really scared about what my limitations were because just doing a few sit-ups, I noticed that I get really nauseous. I feel sick, physically sick. My stomach will start to hurt. And then I'm kind of feeling this odd, like that motion sickness feeling you get, but like where your whole body, you just don't feel right. That's what I feel if I lift too much. And I just don't like that feeling because I want to take a nap, but then I go to lay down and I'm not tired enough. And then I get up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to sit down. And it's just not a productive feeling. So I started out with lifting smaller bags of potting soil, which can range between like 10 pounds and 45 or 60 pounds. And I started with the little ones, lifting a few of them into customers' carts or loading a car for a customer, stuff like that. And then it came upon a busier season when we had a heat wave back where I moved from. And I had about 4 or 5 customers in a row that wanted 40 to 60 bags of mulch, like gardening mulch you see on a lot of yards, specifically in nice suburban areas. And I was like, great. So I was helping my manager move some stuff. So I was like, this is a great opportunity to impress him with my ability to work. And oh my goodness, it was also a really great example of pushing myself way too far because I don't know how to say no when it comes to helping people. And that is a major weakness. And I hope that none of you have that because it kind of ruined the rest of my day because all the things I said I felt all of that, and it was magnified, and I was at work. I was not even halfway done with my shift yet, and it was rough. And I'm usually very kind about asking for my break, or very kind about asking if I can go to the restroom, and like, are you going to be okay if I leave for a minute? Stuff like that. But I told my manager, I was like, I'm going to go on my lunch. I'm going to try not to pass out on the way there. If you hear a thud around the corner, it was me. Just let me rest. I was just trying to make it sound more cheerful, but inside I felt really sick. Forwarding on, I just lifted too much. There was nothing legitimately wrong, but the fear of getting a hernia just from lifting too much is a real fear of mine. I mean, I don't like saying hernia because, the stereotype behind that word is, oh, it's an old people thing. And whenever I say that to my coworkers, they look at me and they're like, why would you get that? And the judgments I get, man. But I really enjoy lifting things. So after that lesson of, okay, lifting 200, 250 bags of mulch into customers' cars, probably too far. But with it being Christmas season, I've been working in the tree lot at the garden center and cutting trees with a chainsaw, lifting them into the little chute thingy-majigger that we have. And it's been really fun. So I would definitely encourage you guys, if you're scared to get started with physical labor again, or you have a job that requires a little bit of lifting, just slowly get back into it. I started with home weights at first, but it really just isn't enough because all you're doing is just moving your arms or doing squats, and that's really not what your body is. It's not going to get a lot of satisfaction out of that because you are using your entire body when you're lifting things over 10 pounds. You're using your abs, your legs, your arms, using everything. So I would definitely encourage you to get back into lifting or back into running or whatever you do that's your physical outlet, because it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like a really productive human being. I mean, it does for me. I'm not speaking for you, but for me, I really enjoy it. But it is definitely a fear of mine to hurt myself. So I think we all have that fear though. But I was never told by my surgeon, by my GI, by my primary. No one told me what my weight limit was post-surgery. No one told me anything. So, I mean, if you're told not to lift, you should probably listen. But, I mean, sometimes people are wrong. I was told I was allergic to peanut butter, and then now I'm not. So, I don't really know what doctors are thinking sometimes. But I hope that helped a little bit, knowing that it's not impossible to get back to where you want to be physically. But another fear of mine that I have, I don't know if any of you share this, but I'm mortified that I'm going to get back to being physically strong and feeling good about myself to then have a problem with my ostomy or my stoma or my small intestine or whatever other body parts decide to rebel, and then have to have surgery again and lose all of that beautiful muscle that I gained back. That's definitely a real fear of mine. So I hope that we can kind of unite and be like, screw it, let's go for it. But exercise with caution. Literally exercise with caution. Not just exercise caution, but you get what I mean. So if you guys have any questions about that, I know that's kind of like scattered and all over the place, but if you have any questions, of course, you can email me, you can leave a comment, whatever you feel like doing, float your little happy boat. I'm always available for you guys. I love getting emails from you telling me that I'm helpful or that anything you guys send me, it honestly puts a smile on my face, and I really hope that you're all physically doing well, and mentally too. Mental illness is very real, and I really hope that you're all doing well and know that someone cares about you, because they do. But I will see you guys in my next video. I'm also running kind of short on video ideas, so if you have any ideas or any videos that you want me to make, please leave me ideas, because I don't have any. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great night, I guess, now that the sun is gone. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.